get started with understanding shifts, they happen with a disassociation with human emotions, and they come naturally within the mind by them just happening. And that's usually with a shift. Now, to get deeper within Con and Suntherian, Contherian is having more of an understanding of that feeling within that emotion that connects with that shift. And usually, how it's triggered is more intense feeling of a certain emotion, which is been kind of ingrained within their personality. And with it being ingrained with their personality, they have more of a trained understanding it. So that is Contherian, of more understanding of your shifts. And Suntherian is experiencing extreme emotions and quick situations of similar things, but then experiencing shifts. And then sometimes you suppress it, and then sometimes you go with it, and it just happens, and you don't try and do it full. And usually with this, it's kind of this toss and fold of, do you want to go with the humility around people, or do you want to just be yourself? And usually, having more stronger understanding of your shifts, you just want to be yourself, because time goes by, people go by, but your life and health doesn't, and you have to understand your emotions to better grow your personality and understand your shifts. Now, with this and understanding how to work with increasing your shifts, um, sorry, that meow made me laugh. But you must know what emotions first triggered those feelings within your mind, and then focus on a way how to encourage it and like focus on that electrostatic feeling. And a really easy way that I would like to do it, and it would really help me, is like working out really heavy and doing like cardio workout and stuff, and cross country a lot. I would have a lot of bilocation shifts pushing myself. That is also because I thought I had asthma, but it was actually grangioma. But I got over that. Yay! The power of honey. Oh, hello, Woofy is crazy. I'm right now going over how to be more connected with shifts and understanding that psychologically and even spiritually, because they both play hand in hand. It's just whether your body and mind wants to accept it. And it will do it on its own unconsciously. You can't want upon it. You must let it happen. It isn't something that just goes a snap of a finger. I mean, it's just, yeah. Besides the point, usually if you heard for when I said it, I usually work out, and I would get myself to a point where I would shift and lose focus of all this world. And that's one way. And if you're not good at working out, another way is actually really simple, of a Game Boy, and then just having double vision and focusing on the cars and also the game, but having a mindset of just like, I'm walking, I'm going somewhere, I gotta look out, but I'm not worried, I'm not scared, I'm not happy, I'm more focused on this game. And then you remember the feeling of you just aware of your surroundings. That is another way. And then you just meditate with unconscious thoughts of your spiritual animal. You don't want to focus upon it. I know that sounds confusing, but with meditation, it's all about being conscious but meditatively focused on just staying awake and aware with nothing to worry about. And other ways, spiritual. Oh, I ended up feeling like a Therian after meeting a spiritual guide when I was 16, but even before that, I felt more connected to animals than an average person. Well, you could actually be an empath. You could be, I think it's like an animal empath. I'm a super empath, and I have a connection with plant life, people, animals, electrical current, a lot of stuff. The ground. Like, I can literally. I'm a really good knife sharpener. I know that doesn't sound interesting, but I can feel each little, like, grain of metal shaving off. I can, like, remove splinters with a razor blade by just cutting the skin and not even making it bleed. That's like one of my professions, is like I can feel each layer just go chink chink. Besides the point, you could be an animal empath. I'm sorry if I don't have it completely right. I need to do more research again because I've been just really stressed out and dealing with a lot of stuff. But yeah, you could be an animal empath, and usually being around other spiritual guides and stuff, you'll have a more connection with them and you'll pick up on their spiritual energy. And it'll sometimes be unknowing, and it's just depending on how good the person's with their energy, or if they're like one of those light empaths that um, bring almost a spiritual joy to other empaths that need a rechargement, like I do sometimes. But I know how to please my own self with my own trivial happiness. No, it's not trivial. You have to always validate and importance yourself. You always want to have chance. Oh, let me read it. I've become very empathic over the years. Well, that's good. You just have to be careful with who you're around and who you talk about your empathicness, but also be spiritually, like, empowered with your own thoughts and actions, and accept humility when you're wrong, because everyone is learning and always changing, and that is the beauty of life. There's always something going on and a chance to do something better or do something new that will bring a better joy or light of energy. And it's just like you have to find good morality and good things. You can't rely on drugs to try and persuade the mind away. I mean, I don't say all drugs are bad. I mean, I was on Depakote because I've had over 20 concussions. It helped me for like 3, 4 months. It helped me reconnect a lot of my neurological, like, paths, and helped me learn how to focus and control those, and like literally use my strength of like adrenaline to push myself to levels of superhuman and crazy stuff. But yeah, you must learn your own chance of positivity. Like, I have the power and I can do this. The energy around me is my life to bring me forward, to bring me the strength to keep moving forward. Simple stuff like that. I was able to talk to my spirit guide to the point that I could feel her emotions when I spoke to her. I could communicate mind to mind. Oh, wow. Maybe you are a super empath. You have to learn and hone those skills and not overwork yourself. You can't have too many emotions at once. You must have a neutral ground because certain emotions, if you ever astral projected or anything, well, I guess so. For you to talk to your spirit guide, you have to be on a spiritual plane. So I guess so you have unconsciously astral projected a bit. Astral projection can be astral shifting. Astral shifting is when you can control your energy. Sometimes you do it unknowingly, but control your energy to form yourself into your animal form. And with training, you can actually form it into other things if you're really good. I can do that, but it's dangerous because a lot of spirits like my energy. Lots of stuff likes my energy, and it's kind of saddening and maddening, but it's just a learning experience. Well, hello, Moss the Mushroom, the Coyote. I'm just going over spiritual stuff of shifting and understanding astral projection to astral shifting and stuff, and getting stronger feelings with your shifts. You must understand your emotions and those electrostatic feelings that you get with those emotions, because shifting happens through intense feelings of emotions or the physical mental belief of a psychological belief of your spiritual guide, but it's already came to you unknowingly because your body knows that you're ready to experience that because you've went through so many emotional and spiritual and psychological things and everything. Oh wow, you're 25? I'm 25 too. Welcome to the 25 Alive Club! Woo! But maybe you've had a less connection with it with dieting because I am lactoglycemic because I was lactose intolerant, and sometimes I would have dairy, but I pretty much cut it out mostly. But because I didn't know that I was lactose intolerant since I was like, I don't know, like 7 or pretty much the rest of my life, I have some terrible stories about it. Ugh, medicine with my milk. And then my mom making me drink it when I did not take it the first time. Ugh. I'm just laughing because it relieves stress. Besides from the point, yeah, dieting is a major thing because with palm oil and red dye number 40 and milk and all these other things, they have all these chemicals. Milk has light in it, and so does beef and bacon and pork and all that. And it's just bad for your arteries, which makes your body have to work harder because your arteries are clogged. So it sends harder pulses through. And it could just be a blockage because once I, like for 2 months, it was like 2, 3 months, I was going through being asexual, gray sexual, and then demisexual, and then like I was cutting out like pretty much all meat. I was like being pescatarian. I only had like sometimes chicken, sometimes fish, but mostly protein powder, walnuts, melon, beets, spinach, uh, oats. I'd eat a lot of dry oats. And sometimes a little snack, like a little chicken snack. Sometimes. But mostly like vegetables and like granola and nuts. And I got more connected with my animalistic like theory inside because I wanted to just be free. I thought it was a furry, but I was actually a Therian. Like the furry thought I was weird. And yeah, I don't want to get into it because I've already talked about it too many times, and this is not time to talk about negative, depressing things. I look good. Yeah. Besides the point, I'm bored. I'm sorry you're bored, Wolfie is crazy. I'll do some. Wait, if I walk like a duck and quack like a duck. You know what's funny? I actually played my first show of Six System when I was in a band. I played with the people who did that song. If you buck like a ho, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna say buck like a do you buck like a horse when you buck? Do you quack like a duck when we buck? Yeah, I play. No, I'm not that old. I'm 25. I'm 25 and I'm alive. I'm alive there. I was just late to figuring out about my theoryology. Really, I had shifts when I was younger, and I just thought it was furry stuff. But no, it was Therian stuff. It was just me pushing myself to limits and also just surviving because a lot of people would fight me. And I would just always be on my toes just fighting. But I got crazy strength. There's one time I ripped off a bunch of lockers. Locks. Just by bashing it up and ripping it off. But yeah, aside from that, you understanding with your shifts and getting them stronger, spiritual, you can also be around people and it can help like doing a jog with them. And even just like maybe just holding their hand or like patting their back or encouraging them. Because the encouragement in other people can bring on shifts of electrostatic energy of intensement. It isn't variable to just animals. I mean, it does help watching animal videos and learning about what they do, but it doesn't mean you need to focus on doing it. It'll come naturally to you. It just happens naturally. Like, one thing that, like, when I was, like, scared that I was, like, locked out, I'd go and eat ants because it would bring me comfort that I know I could eat ants and it was a food I could eat. And that was, like, when I was younger. When I was, like, 8 or 7, maybe 9. Because I was in Michigan then, but I was also in Ohio. But I moved around. That's the point. Yeah. I mean, I guess so. I do like wearing this old vintage mink scarf that was like handmade by somebody that sewed their name. I got it from a thrift shop that does all the benefits to the animal shelter. So it's for a good cause, even though it's real fur that is like super antique. But I guess so that'd be like um freetarian. No, that would it be freetarian? I guess. A freetarian means somebody who reclaims something, a food, for free and eats that. And that's what they eat. It doesn't matter what it is. They'll just eat it. I mean, sometimes it will, but like, yeah. I guess so I could count for reclaimed fur for Therians and alter humans. I guess so. Furtarian? Cool. You do you and wear it right. And be proud. Don't be arrogant, but just be proud to be you and accept if somebody says something about it. It might be positive, it might be negative. Be like, oh well, I'm just being me. Because I've gotten hate comments on my tail. Like, I had one place that has seen me so many times with the tail that they're just like, wow, that tail's so dirty. You should just throw it out. I'm like, this is my tail. This is my favorite tail that I got from Cozy Cat from my first, like, fur convention. I'm not throwing this out. But yeah, stuff also brings connection. Like, I like to wear my fur because it makes me feel more connected. I mean, it is sometimes, like, really hot. It helps the bike, actually. That's what cools me down. And then I just meditate on the coolness. It is a training of just almost like acclimation of the cold, but it's with heat. This, me with, yeah, I'm weird with electronics. This just goes on and off whenever I'm around. But it'll come back on. Well, I'm sorry that they did it. You should just say, I feel proud, and if people look at it, that's their problem. It's not distracting, it's just what brings me comfort. I mean, really, I'm not saying it's like an HD thing, but to make it more like relatable to somebody, just say like, it just brings me a mental comfort with my like um I don't know, like um comfort with my feelings. But yeah. What do you mean, do I have an age limit? You mean people that I date? I'm confused. Do you have an age limit? It's not like I'm gonna expire at a certain age. I mean, that's how people work. But um, oh, um, I try to make my page like friendly and stuff and all that. I rarely cuss and everything on it. It sometimes slips out every once in a while. Um, but I don't know. Just don't cause any hate and everything. It's just like, I don't have a problem with you as long as you don't cause any hate and don't make me feel awkward. Because I was sometimes getting like awkward out about the whole love thing. That was because I was going through a lot of emotional thing, and love was a really strong word with me. And it's just like I was feeling like sad I didn't couldn't say it back to people because, like, people were thinking I was weird. And, yeah, I'm pretty much just like, be respectful on my page. I don't know. I'm not going to show any, like, risky business or anything. Sometimes I might be shirtless. Or you might see my, like, chest. But I'm a male. I go by a thong. Which is an it and a they. But, I don't know. And, yeah. Oh, sure, I'll show you my gear. I actually got some new boots. I didn't think they were going to fit me, but they actually did. I'm like, awesome. But I got my fur vest. I got my fur leg warmers. Here's my new boots. Fur boots. I mean, I need to get some new fur leg warmers. Here's my tail that I've had for like a year and a half ish. Since last October. And I don't know. I like my jingles, my chain. Got my fur hat, and yeah, I don't have my gloves, but yeah, that's my gear. I do have more gear and stuff and more fur. I got a tail that I need to fix up because it's super old and it's falling apart. And I did get from a garage sale a fox pelt that was antique, 100 years old, um, from somebody's like great great grandma. So that was cool. Um, I have tons of bones. Like I think I have like almost about like 3, 4 deer skeletons worth almost. I mean, I don't have all the heads that went with it, but I have a lot of the body parts, of the bones and stuff. I got a full like bird. Um, I did find the neck of a duck. I should have recorded it, but my phone is dead. Yeah. What is my main Therian type? My main Therian type is the red lynx. My I guess so, it is kind of one of my main thing because I have bilocation shifts with white wolf. I'm pretty sure it's a white wolf. I thought it was a husky, but um, I'm pretty sure it's a white wolf. Um, and then I can change my form. I've astral shifted into a horse. I think it's a Clydesdale horse because I don't know. And then I have a heartkin with deer. I don't know. Whenever I see deer, I just like stop and they just bring me so much like joy and happiness to just see them jump around and just be alive. I don't know. I guess so that's heartkin, I think. Yeah. Ugh, the light. With me, it's more of an honorment of its death and everything, with the bones and everything. But I guess so that's with my Native American um, heritage and stuff. I have Shawnee and Cherokee, and yeah, to me, it's more of an honorment and everything. It's also because, I don't know, a lot of like animals that were really injured or hurt would always come to me or come around like the place I'd be staying, and it just ugh, the things of being a super empath. You have a spiritual strong energy of some type that attracts other people and spirits, and you must learn and master it and not go too out there to the point where you lose yourself mentally. So that can happen. It can happen. Well, good morning. It is good morning for me. Because it is probably too. One thing I've been able to do before is if I chat with someone that is a Therian for a certain amount of time, I often feel something about their spirit animal. Well, yeah, that means that you are more likely to be a super empath because you have more of an animal connection, but also a spiritual connection within the physical mental state of a person's mind. But you're more in tune with the animalistic side, so it's like a toss and turn. So maybe you could be a super empath or more animalistic. Um, but yeah, that is one thing that can help with increasing shifts is being around similar Therians and just talking to them and helping them out and making them feel happy. Because bringing out their positive energy can bring forth their like animalistic energy and all that will bring on shifts for them, and then you are connected with them with bringing them the happiness, and you have happiness, then you probably will have a shift too. And this is the duality connection within the spiritual connection of another person psychologically. And it doesn't mean that it has to be spirits. It's more of an electrostatic spiritual thing because all our bodies have neurons that are not fully unlocked, but they're just neurons. And we have the ability to have certain ones unlocked and certain emotions, and they're different for people. And bringing out their happiness can bring out certain emotions of you and them that you don't know of, that brings on connections of those shifts, and you just have to meditate and focus on it, and then you can learn more about certain emotion feelings that can bring it, and then you just feel those feelings and just do normal things. But you can't, well, this is getting into more difficult where meditation comes into play and you have to focus. Where I was talking about the dual focus with the game and like having dual vision of looking to make sure you don't get hit by a car, but having no emotional feelings of being worried, freaked out, because you can see that there's cars and you're not gonna get ran over, but you're just playing your game. And this is where you focus on the mental mind state of not worrying about it, because that is where you get the true power. And also chance will help. I'll see if I can focus and do this electrical thing, but I can't make any promises. It happens when it happens. But I gotta flip my camera. Anyway, from where this energy comes from this light, I need it. I will take this energy from this light. I give it now. From where this energy comes from, give it to me. For I have the energy, I have the light. Give it to me now. For I where has this energy? Feel the hands of this electrical current come to me now. Well, it'll work when it will work. But let me read the comments. How are you not even getting eaten by bugs? Well, we got mosquito spray. It's kind of cancerous to human beings, but it kind of helps with the mosquitoes. But I don't know. I'm used to it. One spirit gave me the feeling of rolling rolling a belly up and saying, please don't hurt me. Then later the guy realized he had a wolf spirit. Well, within the spirit realm, yeah, you can be harmed. And this can be encouraged by certain emotions of energy that they feed upon. And this could be anger, this could be fear, or this could be even jealousy or other emotions. And you must have control of your emotions and your thoughts and your actions and not let them go out there when you're within the spirit plane. Even when you're unconsciously there, you must have a mental control. I mean, I've faced spirits and reaper spirits and even crazy like monster entities that I can't even explain. I have to like draw it. It's like crazy. And it's just like with that, you must have a energetic field of your own power, and you must know of your own inner power, of your emotions and your energy. And it takes a lot of training and a lot of just focus. But even people sometimes can do it without focus. It's just belief of the unconscious thought. You can believe in yourself of it, but you can't force yourself and want it. Because when you want something too much, then it won't happen. That's what sometimes happens to me. Like, watch me not even wanting it to happen. It's gonna happen. thinking about it's not gonna happen. But um, well, I'm sorry that you have entities that do that to you. You must learn of your own energetic weapon to fight back, to vanquish them and defeat them. Or you take control and power yourself. I mean, you can even have help with, like, other spirit guides that want to help you and stuff, like dragons or, I don't know. There's probably lots of things. I mean, there's lots of things you can do. I mean, yeah, I've had even sight in the astral plane, and yeah. But it's a very intense feeling, and usually you pass out, and either you wake up or you get back in your body. And hopefully that you have a good, like, chain with your body, because usually you have a chain linking your body when you leave your body within the astral plane. That is important to have a good amount of beads. I need to do some stuff with my beads. I haven't done anything with it yet. At least good at feeling what type of intentions they have. Well, that is good. Knowing that they have certain intentions and knowing how to either keep your distance and know how to stay away if they have bad intentions, or knowing how to stand your ground if you know that they're trying to attack you or ambush you. That's important. But you can't put focus into it, because then you give them power. You must understand and then decide, and just not put too much energy and focus into it. Your main focus is yourself and your energy. None of your problems, none of your stress, just yourself. And it doesn't mean you need to focus on who you want to be or who you need to be. It is who you're going to be when you're unknowing, and it will be your true self. You'll seem like it's just your normal self, but it's your true self. I know, it really stinks. It's like, I don't even know. I feel like it's because of the toothpaste, because toothpaste has fluoride in it, and fluoride stops dreaming. Fluoride is also the cancellation of the flora, because they added iod to it. So that means that it's the destruction of flora. Adding iod to it means the cancellation of it, the anti of it. That's in, I think, Latin or Italian. Not Latin. Yeah, Latin. That's the Latin of the meaning. But it could be the fluoride. It could be what you're eating. I don't know. I feel like this, like, milk and beef with the Leiden that they're giving it, it's really affecting people. Like, it's making the younger generation, like, age quicker, And it's kind of crazy sometimes. It really freaks me out and it makes me disgusted. I'm just like, why? It's just so mainstream laned into the whole, like, population. So hard being lactose intolerant. And then just seeing, like, food affects a lot of things. Also, cutting down on, what's the safe word? I guess so, the Mongolian word's gone. But that helped too. But it's not the main cause. Dreaming's more of a thing that, see, it is really complicated because sometimes I dream quite a bit, but then it's just like I don't dream and I don't remember it. It's usually also to do with stress because some people can dream and then some people get so stressed that they sleepwalk sometimes. Or they have sleep paralysis because of this stress. And that could be one main factor within not dreaming. Landon, that physical impossible. You just don't remember that. Oh, I did. Could you name a color? I don't know. I like aqua green or aqua green. No, I don't know. Amber orange or amber orange. Uh, Maroon. I'm always trying to change different things in my diet through, and it's not easy. My next goal is to get rid of drinking soda. Well, within changing foods with your diet, it's more, well, I mean, it is good having healthier diets and having certain diets, but there, I'll teach you a couple tricks. I mean, having 6 main certain foods to eat really helps with dieting and digestion. Like, one of my favorite ones to do were dry oats, walnuts. I would have either, oh yeah, I'd have beets and then spinach, and I'd sometimes have a fish or egg. And I mean, I know that's 7, but like, you want to just have those. But you also want to understand dieting because you have to understand how long it takes to break down each food. Each food has a certain breakdown time within your stomach to get the full absorption of food. And this is where vegetables are the easiest to break down, but they're the fastest because it's 45 minutes and then you're ready to go and everything. And then poultry, like chicken and fish, no beef or pork, or yeah, or bacon. But yeah, um, poultry is 1 hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours. It also depends on how much you chew it. It's very important to chew your food. Now, with chewing your food, there's certain taste within a certain amount of digestive enzymes that you produce within bread. It will have a more sweeter taste than the like blandness of the bread or the starchiness. It will have almost a sweetness. And I need this electric power. Give it to me. Oh, just can't focus on it. And this is gonna happen. Okay, but yeah, the bland starchiness will turn into a sweetness. And then chicken. Chicken tastes like, when it gets to a certain amount, well, usually you want to do 20 to 30 chews, or 15 chews, and that is a good amount of chewing. And that will help you, if you do most of that for poultry, you get the 1 hour and 30-minute digestion. But if you don't chew it a lot, it's 2 hours. And then vegetables are the same with 45 minutes. They're all the same. And then beef and pork and dairy, that's 8 hours. 8 to 6 hours. And then it has lightin in it. And that's a steroid. So that causes the muscles to be puffy, like almost like a teddy bear. Or like a puffy, marbleized teddy bear. That's all you're going to get. That's why a lot of the big bodybuilders that used to have like creatine and stuff, they just look like big puffy like muscle bags. But yeah, also get natural peanut butter. If you got a Kroger, get the natural peanut butter there. It's $2.19 and it doesn't have any palm oil. You want to cut out all palm oil. It's your worst enemy, just like hydrogenated fat. Worst enemy. I mean, white bread might as well be your worst enemy too. Starches in it is terrible. The better grain is rice and oats. And with oats, if you want it cooked, I would suggest 180 degree Fahrenheit water. I wouldn't suggest overcooking it because you just break down it even more. And then all you're going to make yourself do is be more gassy because all you just did is break down the protein walls. So it turns into more carbon dioxide. Same thing with eggs, actually. If you cook an egg too much, yeah, it'll make you really gassy. The perfect cook time for an egg pretty much is 1.5 minutes with boiling water on high. Turn it off. Leave it for 16 minutes. Just sitting for 16 minutes. Open it up. Perfect. And if it's not perfect, I'm sorry. Maybe 17 or 18. But like, if you get it perfect at the 16, it's beautiful. It's so soft, but like it's not runny, but it's like the perfect consistency. It has no taste except deliciousness. It doesn't have any eggy smell. It's pure. Oh. The moment eggs were bad, I would make me hard-boiled eggs. I just made myself hungry for hard-boiled egg. Oh no, I understand slowing down. I mean, being able to slow down. This is where it's the trick where you have to mentally focus yourself within a state of mind of where you're in control of yourself. And this is where you learn it through out with people and just learning how to talk and learning how to show your emotions and have fun, but like not lose control. Because really, I had trouble with people and like making friends. Like literally, they would do a Three Stooges thing just to avoid me, and like, yeah, it would be annoying. So I had to learn how to become more of a people person, but I kind of just failed, and I was more myself. Once people understood me, I was just cool to them. But yeah, yeah, with your diet, you want to just cut out more of those dyes. Like the corn syrup with that soda will screw with you. But I mean, do you have a lot of like ice cream and like dairy? Because if you do, I would cut back on a little bit of it. I've just like talked to so many people and like older people who like talk what they eat and stuff, and they got all these problems. But then like I've seen with like other people who don't have this stuff, they're like way better off and way healthier. Always. But yeah, I know. I wish I could eat regular ice cream, but I have to get almond ice cream that's like super expensive. It'd be like cheaper for me to make it. Like making oat milk, all you need is to soak oats in water for like a day. And then you just strain it out through a cheesecloth. And you add honey, sugar, and vanilla, or yeah. And it's delicious. And there's ice cream makers, but yeah. I know that when they were gonna get rid of the Choco Taco, I tortured myself and ate like I think I ate 5 Choco Tacos, all of them gone, like out of me, in me and out of me. But that was my life in a nutshell with anger. I had so much anger. My body would literally produce a rage adrenaline of adrenochrome. And, like, yeah. After I was done having one of those, like, rage flip outs, everything I ate bled right out. And that was every day. And that's why I was really skinny. Well, I'm still skinny, but I don't have that problem anymore. I've learned how to control my anger and use it for the betterment. But sometimes I kind of almost destroy myself. Like one day I just ate a beet. I ate a beet. And that was all I had for all day. Biking and like running around, and yeah, I biked 8 miles. Then yeah, pretty much I started my day at 1, and then it ended at 7 or 8. Just pushing myself. Definitely. Absolutely. If you have bad milk allergies when you're a kid, you need to stay away from milk altogether and find different things than milk. And that doesn't mean have the um, lactose milk that is the protein bubbled out. No, that means cut out all milk. And if you cut out beef and pork, you'll see so many more improvements. I'm not even joking. I used to love beef and pork. And, like, I just, at a point, couldn't just have it anymore. And, well, I mean, no, I didn't even get that. I just was told, I mean, not told, but, like, I just figured, no, I'm trying to remember what got me to stop having it, but, like, I just stopped having it, and it was the best thing I ever did. I'm not going to force people, I'm not going to try to shove it down your throat, but it, I, it's the best thing I ever did in my life. I'm not even joking. Yeah! You got it right. You absolutely got it right. The hormones within it are not even soluble for humans. It is for baby cows. And then what happens to a baby cow when it doesn't get weaned off for a year? It dies because it gets obesity. That's sad, but that's what happens. So, yeah. I'm not going to get deep into why milk is such a controversial thing, but not a lot of people talk about it because, yeah. Big thing. Why do they think you got celebrities endorsing it? But, oh well. Let me see what my phone is. Oh, it's at 43%. I mean, goat cheese is okay. I don't know. I don't have goat cheese enough to know how bad it affects me, but it just makes me a bit, yeah, see, I don't know. I only have, like, goat cheese because that is not, um, beef or pork, but I try and stay away from a lot of animal products. I eat it when I need it. And sometimes I do like eating it quite a bit, but, like, I try and stay with more of a vegetable and some meat. Like, doesn't mean you have to cut it all out, but our diet when we were first on this earth was mostly 74 to, like, either, like, 95 of just nuts, berries, foraging. And not a lot of it was meat, but, like, some of it was. So I guess so. Maybe it could be 74, 75, 25 meat. But most of it has been mainstreamed into just meat, 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 meat. And you need to have a certain balance because we are people who need health and we need to take care of that health. Because, yeah, meat has protein and it's good and stuff, but most of the time it's overcooked. And that means you're not getting as much protein because the animal protein wall has been broken down. And the best way to get the best out of it is Sauvier. Or, I mean, if you got a New Wave, little stovetop plug-in thing, I have to admit, I love that thing. You can just do it to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm like, cool. Steam this. Or 220. And I steam it. Steam it with all sorts of herbs. Candice, I put out all my Candice I just made in on. Did you mean to say canvas? Or Oh. Wait. Candace. If your wrists are hurting, one of my favorite, wrist stretches. Here, I'll show you. Unless you said I ate my wrist, but this is actually one of my favorite wrist stretches. It's almost like a meditation, too. Alright. There's two. The easier one is down and then close hands. This is the quick one. But when you get more into it, I should be standing up, but I'm doing it just standing. I'm sitting. You have your hands down like this, and then you go up, and once you go up, you have your hands come out like this, and then you go down. And then you go up, and down, up, and down. When you go up, you want to have your hands like this if you couldn't see them, but like this. You have them extending out and upwards. And then once you reach down here, then you go down. But you want to have it like a wave. You want to have it all in a flowing motion. And this will work out your wrists, your fingers, and help get more blood flow going. That is a really good wrist stretch and hand stretch. Ah, okay. Okay. That was fast. Alright, I lost focus. Oh, I fixed this bike up. Somebody literally littered and threw this bike out, and I fixed it. I replaced the tire. As you can see, this is supposed to be the tire that's supposed to be on it. I replaced it with a mountain tire. And then I still can't fix that because I don't have the right tightening thing for the seat. So, it works. It gets me to point A, point B. What do you mean with that? Do you mean spiritually within the astral plane when you astral shift? Because you can do that. You must learn your energetic field of what you connect most with. With me, it's electric, fire, and smoke, and earth. So, my, aura field is either fiery, a smoke that is ember fire, or, yeah. I haven't made it electric, but I don't know, I could do that, but that would take a focus of energy. But aside some point, you can add these attributes within your astral shift. But this takes focus of knowing your energy, of protecting yourself within seeing those spirits. And you learn this by just focusing on your energy, of feeling this energy flow through you. You can connect with the energy around you. You just need to tap into it within your mental mind by either unconscious belief or just encouragement of your own self, but not forced encouragement. And what I mean forced is like, I need it to happen. Like, come on, come to me, give me the power. It's more from where this power comes from. I call upon it, for it flows through my body, just like the air. Come to me, for I call upon the electrical current. And stuff like that. Just focus upon it and you can add those attributes. But if you're talking about strengthening the instincts of the... Or what do you mean? Let me read what you... Like, I feel mildly like a leopard. But... Okay, well... Let's see. What do you usually do in a day? Like, explain to me, like, what do? Do you, like, go to college? Do you work? What's your drive? Because now I need to know a little bit more. Because everybody's has their own drive and mental focus that brings them to that feeling of a shift. And maybe you just work out and do some quadrotics. Yeah, I'll keep talking while you type. Or probably my chat's going slow. But, But yeah, if you're going to college and you have a certain mental focus of what you're doing in it, you either have to look upon the studying and the focusing of that and feel the actual emotion of that drive. Okay, let's see. Wake up, go to work for 4 hours, then ride my scooter back home, chill for a while, then do things around the house and work on my inventions. Okay, so your drive is within getting to work to make money, so you have an outer work focus. Do you feel more shifty when you're at work? Because you could have it more focused within the, it's not, it's within the rage, but it's not rage. It's more of the strength and adrenaline of like determination and drive. So it's more of a happy determination like shift. If it's more feeling shifty because you're wanting to make the money to be able to get the cash to have more inventions and get what you need. Now, if it's while you're doing scootering, it could be that you like going within faster states and you need like fast moving. Like when I was a kid, I loved just going faster, faster, faster on a bike and would like do a thing called speed jumps where I'd lift up the whole front of my bike while riding it and slam down on the pedal to go even faster. But aside from that, I also jumping out of like trees that were like over 2 stories calmed me down because it made me feel like the world was normal because my sight would always go into slow motion all the time. Ugh. Okay. Maybe if you're helping people with condos and stuff and everything, it could be more of like a happiness with getting to help other people and having the knowledge, but being able to be alone by yourself, just being yourself. That's why you probably feel more shifty, because you feel more empowered and more happy and excited. This is where the stronger emotions come from, and you need to focus on that mental state and try and tie those feelings with what you do at home and stuff with the same feelings that you're feeling at work, giving people joy. And you can do this with feeling joy for yourself. I know a lot of them say you shouldn't feel joy about your shits and blah, 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 blah. But that's toxic. Yeah, you don't brag about it. That's where it comes from. Where people say don't feel joy. You never brag about it, or you never try and like force other people to say stuff by lying about it. That's where that comes from. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. See, yeah, it could be within the whole association with being around people disassociates you with your natural feelings of wanting to shift, because you already have been hurted by society and don't want to be around unless it brings you joy, or you know it's going to be a good experience. But you have to deal with other people. I got a family that drives me nuts sometimes, but like, uh, I don't know, it hurts. But yeah, you just need to learn that emotional feeling and then tie it with stuff around you. Maybe find something that you're like good at building or doing and be like, here, and maybe help someone out. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous. I had like a random idea where it's just like you could find random parts to salvage, but you need to know how to solder, and you don't want to solder a hot water tank, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm sorry you gotta go to school. Well, I don't know how long I'm gonna be more on live, but my phone's at 38%, so we'll see. From where this power comes from, I need this power. From where this power comes from, to my hand. Life would be so much easier if people knew and respected who I am, but people are too good at taking everything, and it just seems... Oh, I am so sorry. Literally, if I could give you a hug, I would give you a hug. Because that's my life in a nutshell. Literally. I bring people so much happiness and confidence that either they take advantage of me and treat me awful just to feel better about themselves because they're in bad, toxic, emotional environments where yelling and screaming and arguing was the only way for them to feel better. And, yeah, parents didn't really help. They had radiation poisoning on top of alcohol poisoning because the paint in the microwave was chipped away because one of their kids put a knife in the microwave, and we didn't even know about it until I was just like, what is going on with this microwave? I can feel the radiation coming from it. And yeah, there's a metal knife in there. And they loved using that microwave. They literally argue with me and like be like, why did you put the microwave down there? I'm like, here's another microwave. Just use this microwave. I can't stand the radiation. But yeah, people are deceitful and hateful, and sometimes it happens to people unconsciously, and it makes them sad because some people have oppositional defiance disorder and do stuff that they don't even realize. I mean, it's not like they do it intentionally. But you know what? I'm not going to get into that because that doesn't fully count for everything that somebody does. It could be just something silly, like do it in the reverse. That's me. I have occupational defiance disorder, and if I get really stressed out at a job, I will do everything in reverse. It doesn't mean I'm going to throw trash on the floor. It'll be like I do the last thing first and the first thing last, or I'll do string up the lights the opposite way when I was doing landscaping. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It could just be manifested jealousy of just no, wrong term. Sorry. What's the word I want? It could be a misunderstanding. What are they? Is it? It could be a misunderstanding of it's spiritual. Are they spiritual people, or are they like um religious, or I don't know, I'm not gonna get into all religion. Do they have a certain religion or something? Because I can help you a little bit, make it seem like it's a good hearted spirit within the whole understanding of your parents. Uh, that stinks. Hopefully the kids respect the handicaps, though. Usually don't. Oh, man, I remember when I went to school, they were playing dice in the bathroom. Dice and smoking in the bathroom. That was my school in a nutshell, for the boys' room. We'll say you had the thought, okay, say you're meditating on the thought of God and you saw Noah's Ark come out and bring forth an animal to you, and that animal was a leopard. And say, it brings me great comfort within my religious beliefs of Christianity that this leopard is what will bring me forth to where everything's good in my Christian faith. I'm sorry I explained that so weird. If you want me to explain it better, just say explain it better. I'll explain it better. But see, thank you for that. Wolfie is crazy. That is the good mindset of being open-minded. This is why the Therian and Alta-Human and everybody, like the whole Therian community, even some of the furries, some, I don't know. I'm not gonna like vouch for everything, but like they have a more understanding of different things and can accept other people's beliefs and have their own discussion and say their ideas of their beliefs and what brings them the confidence, and the other person says their beliefs and understanding of that, and maybe you both can find something that relates to each other, because a lot of religions have a lot of similar things to it. I don't know if I can mention like entities and stuff, but like, I mean, Zara is pretty much like the devil. And really, you know what? I'm not going to get into all the religious things. There's a lot of stuff that I could talk about that is just like, But yeah, just tell your parents that, like, within seeing the thought, well, within thinking God, I saw Noah's Ark, and within the animals there, the leopard came out to me, and I feel spiritually connected. But sometimes it's just like okay to keep it a secret, but yeah, because some people just don't understand. That's the trouble with being an empath and stuff. People just don't understand us, and they either accept it or they judge it or they're skewed by it, and they're are indifferent or aloof. And it's just like you must know when to pick and choose your battles. I mean, your parents is an important one, but it's not something to fully, like, I guess so unlope wouldn't be the right word, but like, develop your whole fixation of focusing on it. Oh, I hated my ADHD medication. I don't even like the taste because parents making me drink milk and it didn't go down the first time. It just went out. And I hate that medicine that you're taking. I hate it. The taste. The taste. It haunts my mouth to this day. Bah. But really, you should just cut out hydrogenated fat and palm oil. It'll help you. I mean, you don't have to, but like I said before, milk, beef, and pork, if you cut that out, it will help too. And then start having cayenne pepper. One thing interesting about cayenne pepper is it actually is soluble in the stomach. It doesn't tear through your esophagus line. Yeah. Also, if you want to do like detox of flushing out all those bad toxins, cayenne pepper, green tea, pepperine. It's a green pepper. You can get it on Walmart, on their online store, but it's called pepperine. And lemon juice. Really good. And then yeah, just have vegetables and stuff. And have meat every once in a while. Because an overeating of meat can cause overconsumption of those oil proteins that can cause a blockage within your veins and arteries. Because it has fat and cholesterol. So grease clogs it up. So it's not like I'm trying to make up stuff. It happens. It's gonna happen. Well, sorry you're getting forced to have medication, but you rock it who you are. But just try and have more healthier diet, chew your food more, try and have more raw foods to have more, what are they called? Microorganisms and micronutrients and, um, uh, antioxidants. Yeah. I mean, drinking water is great and all, but like I said before in my videos, you should only really drink 8 ounces of water every 45 minutes. Because any more, and if you have a bunch of food, you're flushing out a lot of your nutrients that you ate. That's where people say don't drink too much water or else you'll flush out everything. I mean, I guess it's great for, you got a lot of sugar and stuff and you need to flush that out, but take care of your body. It's important. I eat apples like, I don't know, I guess so every 3 days, 3 or 4 days, whenever I can get apples and stuff. Sometimes I'll get apples and I'll eat like 5 apples. I'll have like 5 apples when I can, like each day. And then like I'll have walnuts and oats and sometimes some tuna. Or I'll make a fancy bean and ramen pasta dish, or I'll make a fancy dish sometimes. It's just of my own making. But I haven't had really any seasoning. With the nits and grits of like soda, tomatoes, hot sauce, mustard. Sometimes barbecue sauce. Pretty good. That's true. Same thing with eating beets. It also makes your whiz turn red. But yeah, beets are really healthy for you. I would suggest eating raw beets. But get it at like a good like farmer's market or some store that actually has organic. I mean, sometimes Kroger can have it all right, but usually they have it sitting for so long that it doesn't taste fresh. That's because they charge so much. Oh. Let's see. I'm at 34%. Oh, you're back. Alright. Hey, Woofy's Daisy. So, let me. Oh. I sent my friend a picture of a picture I took for my photography club. That's cool. I wish I had some of the cool pictures I had in my phone. And my other phones. I even, in one of my older phones, had a picture of I had a video. It was praying mantises mating. And then the male was eating a cicada. It was crazy. It was crazy. I do, but I need to get Discord set up on here. I think it's called like Elynxtra. Edealaster. Elynxtra. I think. But I'm probably not on it right now because I don't have Discord on here right now. I don't think I do. I don't know. Well, they could just be being like funny and cute, meaning like you're being all silly and goofy, or they could be meaning I don't know, like a gay term, like fruity, like, oh, you're being so fruity, or it could be silly. This is depending on the context of what they used it in. Like, what context did they use it in of the fruity? Because I can explain to you if they're being mean or if they're just being, like, funny or trying to be, like, oh, like, ooh. Because, yeah, it can be complicated to understand if somebody's trying to be mean or if they're just trying to test you and be, like, see if you're a good person to pal around with. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. What is it? There's this group on Facebook called Farians and Other Kin School. I'll try and get a way to talk. I don't know. I would say my phone number because it's just a text now, but I feel like that would be a mistake, and a lot of people would blow me up. What is Oh, phew. Thought the sprinklers were coming up. What is a monter? Yellow grass? Are you asking, can I do quads? Sure. Yellow grass. Is that what you mean? I don't know. Oh, a monster? Oh. I mean, it's your body, but I mean, having that much caffeine isn't that good, but I guess so. It's not as worse as Red Bull. It's got bull products in it. Uh, but I don't know. What time is it? Oh yeah, that's one thing that also helps with dreaming more, cutting out caffeine. That is a big factor within helping to dream. Is caffeine, cutting it out. No, I understand that. I love having the dragon rip it. I used to have so much energy drink, caffeine. Like, I, I kind of hated myself how I did the science. I'm like, all right, we got the sun drop that has 78 milligrams of caffeine for each 12 ounces. So let me add these Rip It Code Blues because they have the same amount of caffeine energy as the Rip It 5 hour energies. Oh, that was like when I was 16 or 17. Be drinking candy and having like over $400 worth of food and snacks, and then getting sick. Oh, yeah, like life is nuts. Oh yeah, no, I know that. I mean, if I wanted to, I could. Literally, energy drinks do the opposite for me. They just calm me and focus me. Like, I have had a 20 shot espresso. A 20 shot espresso, and I've had a 10 shot with cold brew. That was pretty good. Did it up with some pumpkin spice and chocolate. That's what I would have for Tim Hortons. And what I would do for Tim Hortons, I would run 2 miles to get to work. And then I would run over 15 kilometers, getting donut orders, taking out trash, cleaning the bathroom, cleaning the lobby, stocking, and I'd all have to do that in like 5-6 hours, and then run all the way back. And yeah, I did that on oats and beer coffee. Well, yeah, because I needed to eat 4 packs of oats, have some vitamins, and then have a high digesting thing because I had to just run. So I was just like, good beer, and bam. That was, and then yeah, I would have coffee. This, for sure. I mean, might as well be my middle name too, with how much caffeine I have and how I know which has more caffeine. And I guess so you could call me the caffeineologist. But yeah, what else do you want to talk about? Because I've only had like 1 or 2 people on. Yeah, I've had caffeine, but it's just my brain's going full speed. Yeah, that can happen. I know what you're talking about with that. Usually, certain emotions can have that happen, especially if you have ADHD with caffeine, because whenever caffeine and sugar made me excited, I was hanging out with a friend that made me excited. So it could be more of the stress that makes you go hyperactive, brain crazy, because you are empathic, and it really doesn't help. But it helps in other things if you take care of your body. But yeah, you just have to learn what makes your mind go into that full state of hyperactiveness when you have the caffeine. If you want to have caffeine, you should cut it out if it does make you do that, but you don't have to. Well, you should cut fully out milk and beef and pork. Trust me, it's gonna be the best thing. You can have it every once in a while. I sometimes do, but really, I try and stay away from it as much as possible. Like every time I try it, it's just, ugh. Give me a second. Oh, that's not on that mount. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, if it helps focus you and get things done, then it's okay to have it every once in a while. You just need to know how to use it as the building tool to better yourself. You can't fully rely on it every time. See, this is where like people rely on stuff and it brings them happiness a little bit, but they have to do the actual improvement after it. They have to learn how to have the encouragement. They have to be like, oh wow, I got it done. I had this soda, but like I could do this now without the soda or something. That's where the encouragement comes to stop wanting to have it all together, because then you start getting good enough to be able to just do it on yourself because you feel healthy enough. Just eating the right food. But yeah, sometimes I do have sodas to get me through the day. Because it's just like, I'm out and about, don't have a lot of money to get food, left food at home, and yeah, just made something. I mean, not just made something. I just go get soda to replenish my sugar so I don't half out. That's never fun. I recently learned that some soda cans manufacturers still use byproduct BPA. This is a plastic lining. Yeah, they do use a plastic lining because the cans are aluminum. And with that, I mean, aluminum is a great electrical radio wave conductor. So, yeah, it's conducting radio waves. So I think they put the plastic lining to give it somewhat of a protection with the aluminum, because it would rust with the aluminum. But yeah, they do put plastic lining within the cans. Yeah, byproduct plastic is bad. Yeah, BPA is bad. You get it literally leaving water bottles out in the sun. Like, you'll get that plasticky taste. That's the byproduct, the BPA. Like, you'll be able to taste it even in water bottles that have water in it for like a week or so, because our water has chlorine in it. Not a lot, but it has chemicals because they clean the water. So, what is that? Well, chlorine is going to break down the plastic over time. I mean, it doesn't break us down because we just whoosh, but it stays in that bottle long enough. Yeah, it's going to break it down. I mean, I really don't know why bottled water don't do it. I don't know. I should just like leave a water bottle in the darkness for like a year and see if I don't know. I'm live. Well, how long did I go off? I don't even know how long I went off of live. But yeah, byproduct plastic is bad. And you get it even from water bottles being out in the sun. And yeah, it's cancerous to human beings because it's small particles of microplastic that cut within the inside of your body and get stuck to your I think it's your avolias. I think that's the right term. It's been a while since I went over my human anatomy, but your little feeler things, they're just saying things like the lungs that filter out stuff, but these are within your body that filters your water. Yeah, it can get that byproduct plastic in it. That's why it's cancerous and can give you all sorts of cancers. Now, I don't know if it can get stuck in your pores. I don't know that. But I know that beef, pork, and other animal fats can get stuck in your pores within your hair and stuff. And that's what causes a lot of um, male balding and stuff in people. Is because you don't lose weight by number two. No, it is by whiz, breathing, and sweating. And yeah. That is where you lose it. So, yeah, if the oils are unnatural and they're coming out of your pores, they're going to get trapped or build up. Yeah. I don't know if byproduct plastic goes out your pores, too. But it is bad. Yeah, this is different materials, too. Like 6 recycled material is corn. They make it from corn. I mean, 1 and 2 is the only ones that are recyclable. I forgot what 3 is. And 4. I think 5 is like a plant plastic or something. Sure. Oh. Let me see if I can type in the chat and delete it really quick. You know what? I might just do it at the end of my whole video. I might just type. Uh, Yeah, I'll just type it. I'll just wait for you to comment on the going live post and just type it in and delete it. And I guess I'll just do, I don't know, Facebook. Ow. I'm trying to think where I'm gonna, when I'm gonna, I'm just stressed because I've had people tell me to give out your information like that. And I'm like, okay. And light keeps going off. That's the thing with emotions. They're powerful. Alright, I guess so. Do you want me to end the stream and I'll just put it up on there really quick and then delete it so you can get the number or something like that? Alright. That's it for the Elynxtra show. Thanks everybody tuning in. Yeah, no problem. I'm glad to help other Therians because I've been in a struggle with understanding myself, and once I found the Therians, I just, a lot of stuff just came to me, and like I was able to figure out more myself by expressing myself. And a lot of the people gave me the confidence, like some of the younger Therians that even like wear like clothes of other genders gave me the strength to do a lot of that, and like gave me a lot of confidence. It made me feel great. I mean, it just made me feel the confidence that do it, not like, oh wow, they look great. Like, no, it gave me the confidence. But yeah, thank you for everybody for being. Oh, I'm sorry, Leo the Dino. I'm soon about to. Oh, you get to see a trash truck. I feel like that's the best way to end the stream. Take out the trash. Without knowing, just throw me in the trash. My favorite quote from Danny DeVito. I don't want to look at him all dying. Just throw me out in the trash. Taking care of bees, just working over top. Yeah, I'm about to end my live stream, Leo Dino. If you got Leo the Dino, if you got any other questions or any quick questions, ask away. This whole video was about shifts and stuff, and spiritual and astral projection and lots of random stuff. I know, the trash. uh, okay, what's the question? Are you okay of asking a question? Any questions? Any questions? I'll give you like count of 40. 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Oh, you're fine. I'm sorry my YouTube doesn't notify everybody. Like, it notifies me whenever I get a like from somebody, but it never notifies everybody else of my videos. Like 25, 299, 30. I mean, it's better than nothing. I do appreciate the people who watch my stuff, but I'm just like, what happened to like 4,000, 5,000? Because I just don't understand how YouTube just like put everybody to see those videos and then doesn't even put my other videos on top of those videos. Instead, those videos are on top. And it's just like, I've been trying new hashtags, but I don't even know if that's working because I'm losing subscribers. Like, I've literally lost, I think, 60 or 70 subscribers. But besides the point, yeah, I am about to end the life. Well, I guess. If you don't have any other questions, yeah, I'm about to end the live. Also, I didn't... Okay. I didn't forgesto. I guess I'll just type hey and I'll send it on the thing. And then delete it. Yeah. Alright. Bye. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. You're all awesome and amazing people. Stay strong.